Good afternoon, children. How are you? I hope you are all safe and healthy. Children, don't go here and there. You should stay at home. It is safe for you. You should watch all the online classes every day. You have to write notes subject wise and date wise. You should revise the topics after completion of the session. You could also watch the videos again and again for better understanding. Okay, children. In the previous class, we learned the lesson The Snake and the Mirror and the poem also The Kangaroo. Today, we are going to learn the vocabulary session which was given in the textbook, page number 8. Children, if you have textbooks, please open page number 8. Children, see what they have given in the vocabulary. Tick the correct meaning of the word underlined below. That means what? Pick the correct meaning of the word underlined below. That means what? We have to identify correct meaning for the underlined word for given options. Here they have given 3 options for underlined word. For that word, we have to identify correct meaning for the given options. Let us see what was the sentence given here. The house was not electrified. In this sentence, what was the underlined word? Yes, that is electrified. We have to identify the correct meaning for this word for the given options. Here they have given 3 options. Let us see what are the options. There was no electricity in the house. The house was not away from the electricity board. The house was not light up. Here the underlined word is not electrified. That means what? The house was not electrified. And that means what? There is no power in the house. For this word, the correct meaning is there was no electricity in the house. This is the correct meaning for the underlined word. You have to put tick mark here. The next one is the earnings were meager. Here the underlined word is meager. Children, do you remember that this sentence has taken from our A reading, The Snake and the Mirror. When the doctor is telling about his job, he told like this, my earnings were meager. Here the correct meaning for meager is very small. You have to put tick mark here. And the next sentence is, I also possessed one solitary black coat. Here the underlined word is solitary. The correct meaning for solitary is single. You have to put tick mark here. I made another earth shaking decision. Here the underlined word is earth shaking. And the options given here, valuable, dangerous. C option is important. The correct meaning for earth shaking is important. So you have to put tick mark here. The room was surrounded by darkness. The options for this is full of, covered and circled. And correct meaning for surrounded by is encircled. You have to put tick mark here. Some thief had removed most of my things. Here the underlined word is removed. You have to put tick mark for the correct meaning for the word removed. The correct meaning is stolen. So you have to put tick mark here. And below that they have given another exercise. Look at the book, children. Read the following sentence from the text and notice the underlined word. Suddenly, there came a dull thud as if a rubber tube had fallen to the ground. Here, the underlined word is thud. They have given meaning for the word thud here. Thud means to fall with a low, dull sound. The word thud is the name for one kind of sound. What is that kind of sound? It is a low and dull sound. That means the sound was made by that thing, or the sound was made by fallen some rubber tube or like that. That kind of sound is called thud. And here is a list of words related to sounds. Say whether words mean refer to a dictionary. Here they have given one box, and in the box they given 4 words. These 4 words are related to the sounds. These are all related to the sounds. Here one sound name is bang, another is clang, another is buzz, and another is ring. What you have to do? You have to refer your dictionary and write down the meaning for these words. This is your homework. You should do it carefully by referring the dictionary. Children, in the textbook they have given another exercise, that is, use the linkers given in the box to complete the story. A linker may be used more than once. Before doing that exercise, we will going to learn about what are the linkers. Linkers are nothing but conjunctions. Here, linkers are also called as conjunctions. That means what? We can call conjunctions as linkers, linkers as conjunctions. Let us see what are the conjunctions. Conjunction is a word which joins two words, two sentences, or two clauses. That means what? It is a word, it joins two sentences or two words or two clauses or two phrases. That is called conjunction. That means it makes link between two words or two sentences or two clauses. Here some examples are there for conjunctions. And, but, after, which, at, while, so, because, since, still. These are all some examples for conjunctions. Here below we have some sentences how we use these words in a sentence. Me and my friends went to the party. Here and is the conjunction. The car is fantastic, but it is expensive. Here but is the conjunction. It is used to combine or two sentences. The car is fantastic, it is expensive. I was late because there was so much traffic. Here the conjunction or linker is because. Though he studied hard, he could not get good marks. Here the linker is or the conjunction is though. Children, let us learn types of conjunctions. Mainly we have three types of conjunctions. First one is coordinating conjunctions. These are the examples for coordinating conjunctions. For, and, nor, but, or, at, so, or. These are all called coordinating conjunctions. These words are used to combine two sentences or two clauses. Look at the examples once. Rani eats healthy for good health. Here, Rani eats healthy. That means he eats healthy food. For what he eats? For good health. Here, Rani eats healthy one clause, good health another clause. The word for is a conjunction used to combine these two clauses. Next sentence. He drinks coffee and tea. Here and is the coordinating conjunction. It is used to combine the word coffee and tea also. Next sentence. Bobby refused to eat peas nor will he touch carrots. Here the coordinating conjunction is nor. Nor, this is used to combine these two sentences. Bobby refused to eat peas. That means he don't eat peas. Nor he will touch carrots. That means he don't eat carrots also. Here the coordinating conjunction nor is used to combine these two clauses. They went to station, but train had already left. Here, but is the coordinating conjunction used to combine the two sentences. They went to station. Train had already left. Here, these are two sentences, and the word coordinating conjunction is used to combine these two sentences. You can eat cake with a spoon or fork. Here the conjunction is fork. It is used to combine the sentence and the word. You can eat cake with a spoon or fork. John studied a lot, yet he failed. Here the conjunction is yet. Yet means John studied a lot. That means what? He studied very hard. He studied very well. At he failed. అయినప్పటికీ he failed. Here the at is coordinating conjunction used to combine these two sentences. My sister is smart, so everybody likes her. Here the coordinating conjunction is so. It is used to combine these two sentences. My sister is very smart. Everybody likes her. These two are sentences combined with the coordinating conjunction so. And another type of conjunction is subordinating conjunctions. Although, if, when, while, until, after, these are some examples for subordinating conjunction. These conjunctions are used to combine two clauses or one clause or one sentence, one main clause or one subordinating clause, like that. See examples. If you study hard, you will get good marks. Here, the subordinating conjunction is if. If you study hard, you will get good marks. This is subordinating clause and this is main clause. These two are combined by the clause if, by conjunction if. Although it rained a lot, we have still enjoyed our holiday. Here, although is the subordinating conjunction used to combine the two sentences. It rained a lot, we have still enjoyed our holiday. When the doorbell rang, I opened the door. Here, when is the subordinating conjunction. Another type of conjunction is correlative conjunction. These are also called pair conjunctions. That means what we will see two words in the conjunction. Let us see. Either or, neither nor, not only but also, no sooner than. These are all correlative conjunctions. Here we have some examples for correlative conjunctions. Either Ravi or Rani will go to market. Either Ravi or Rani will go to market. Either or is used as conjunction in this sentence. That means any one of them, or Ravi or Rani, will go to market. Rani eats neither fruits nor vegetables. Here the correlative conjunction neither nor is used to combine the sentence. Neither, here the correlative conjunction is neither nor. Rani eats neither fruits nor vegetables. That means what? Rani does not eat fruits and vegetables. He not only studies hard but also works well. Here the coordinating conjunction, correlative conjunction is not only but also. This is used to combine the sentence. He not only studies hard but also works well. No sooner he entered the room than he saw a snake. Here the correlative conjunction is no sooner and than. Children, let us go for the exercise which was given in our. This is the exercise given in the textbook. Use the linkers given in the box to complete the story. A linker may be used more than once. What are the linkers they have given here? As if, but, who, when, which, so, and while. Let us fill the blanks. A young doctor lived in a village. The doctor told his friends an interesting story about himself and a cobra. A young doctor lived in a village. There is a doctor in the village. The doctor told his friends an interesting story about himself and cobra. The doctor told a story about himself and atana gurinchi and a cobra. It was a hot summer night. Dash he opened the door. What we have to write here? What the linker we have to write here? When. When he opened the door, he heard a sound. Dash was well known to him. అతను ఒక సౌండ్ విన్నాడు. Dash was well known to him. ఏదైతే అతనికి వెల్ నోన్ బాగా పరిచయం ఉందో అని అర్థం. సో వాట్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు రైట్ హియర్, ఇక్కడ మనం ఏం రాస్తాము? విచ్ వాజ్ వెల్ నోన్ టు హిమ్. He and rats shared the room. There was no electricity in the house. He took out a box of matches. There is no power in the house. What he had to do, what he did, he took out a box of matches and light a kerosene lamp. What we have to write here? So he took out a box of matches and lit a kerosene lamp. He took off his clothes and lay down. Then what he did? తర్వాత ఏం చేశాడు? He removed his clothes and lay down. కింద పడుకున్నాడు. He could not sleep. కింద పడుకున్నాడు కానీ could not sleep. So what we have to write here? But he could not sleep. He got up from the bed and started reading a storybook. Near the table there was a mirror. Dash tempted him to look into himself. There was a mirror. That mirror tempted him. So what linker we have to write here? Yes, which tempted him to look into at himself. He was unmarried, so he was particular about his handsomeness. He wanted to marry a woman doctor. Dash had plenty of money and should be fat. He wanted to marry a women doctor. ఉమెన్ డాక్టర్ని పెళ్లి చేసుకోవాలనుకున్నాడు. డాష్ హ్యాడ్ ప్లెంటీ ఆఫ్ మనీ. ఎవరికైతే ఏ ఉమెన్ డాక్టర్కి అయితే ఎక్కువ మనీ ఉంటుందో. సో వాట్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు రైట్ హియర్? థింక్ చిల్డ్రన్ వన్స్. ఎస్, who had plenty of money and should be fat. Dash he was having such thoughts. He was having such thoughts. అలాంటి ఆలోచనలు కలిగి ఉంటూ ఉండగా. What we have to write here, children? While he was having such thoughts, suddenly he felt as if a rubber tube had fallen to the ground. Dash a snake landed on his shoulder. When a snake landed on his shoulder, at the time, the only thing he could do was to pray to God. The snake would bite him at any moment. Dash suddenly. What we have to write here, children? But suddenly it turned its head and started admiring its beauty in the mirror. The doctor was thus saved. Let us go for another exercise which was given in our textbook as grammar. Look at the book, children. Here, read the following sentence from the story. What the sentence has given here? We found we had little to carry. Some thief had removed most of my things. This is the sentence they have given in the textbooks. In the above two sentences, the first one is in the simple past and the second is in the past perfect tense. Here they mention two kinds of tenses. One is simple past, another one is past perfect tense. Let us learn about simple past and past perfect tense. After that, we will do this exercise. What is past tense? Past tense means it tells about the actions which were happened in the past. It completed actions. That means what? Past tense అనేది కంప్లీట్ పాస్ట్లో జరిగిపోయినటువంటి పనుల గురించి మనకి తెలియచేస్తుంది అన్నమాట. Past tense refers to an event that have happened in the past. పాస్ట్ అంటే అర్థం ఏంటి? జరిగిపోయినటువంటి కాలం కదా. జరిగిపోయిన కాలంలో జరిగిన పని గురించి చెప్పేదే past tense. This is simple past. Examples for simple past is I ate an apple. నేను యాపిల్ తిన్నాను. This was happen in the past. Past లో జరిగినటువంటి పని. That means I ate apple before 1 hour or yesterday or day before yesterday. ఎప్పుడైనా తినొచ్చు అన్నమాట. They watched the cricket match. They played tennis. These are all examples for simple past. Simple past means the action happened in the past. And second one is past perfect tense. Past perfect tense means it indicates that the action completed in the past. This means perfect means completed action. So past perfect means what? Past లోని పూర్తయిపోయినటువంటి పని, పూర్తయిపోయినటువంటి యాక్షన్. అంటే past perfect tense means it indicates the action which was completed in the past. Past లో పూర్తయిపోయిన పనుల గురించి మనం past perfect tense లో మాట్లాడతాం అన్నమాట. In simple past we wrote like that, I ate an apple. In that ate is the verb which is V2. That means what? In past tense we always use past form of the verbs. In past perfect also we had an example. Let us see. He had gone out. Here he had gone out is the example for past perfect tense. That means what? అతను బయటికి వెళ్ళిపోయాడు. It was completed action in the past. I had written a letter. This is also example for past perfect tense. Let us see the structure here. Here had and written. In the past perfect tense we have to write had and V3. Third form of the verb we have to write. Then only it becomes past perfect tense. And past perfect tense is also used to an action completed before another action in the past. Here past perfect tense is used to talk about two actions. When we want to talk about two actions which were happened in the past, past లోని జరిగిపోయిన రెండు పనుల గురించి మనం మాట్లాడవలసి వచ్చినప్పుడు we have to use past perfect tense which was happened earlier. ముందుగా జరిగిన పనిని మనం past perfect tense లో వాడతాం అన్నమాట. Here some examples they have given. See, she had met him before party. She had met him. This is the past perfect tense. Before party అంటే she had met. Here ఆమె అతన్ని కలుసుకోవడం. This is the earlier action and the party is the later action. So we expressed the earlier action in the past perfect tense. She had met him before party. He had already left when I arrived in the party. Here, what was the earlier action? He left when I arrived in the party. నేను పార్టీకి వెళ్ళడానికి ముందే అతను వెళ్ళిపోయాడు. So the earlier action is he left. So we expressed the earlier action he had already left when I arrived in the party. When I reached the station, the train had already left. Here the earlier action is train left. Train వెళ్ళిపోవడం అన్నది ముందు జరిగింది. Later I reached the station. So we expressed the earlier action in the past perfect tense. Children, till now we discussed about two tenses. One is simple past, second one is past perfect tense. Simple past is used to talk about the actions which were happening in the past, and the past perfect tense is used to talk about the actions which were completed in the actions and the action completed before and another action. See, let us do the exercise which was given in our textbook. Now combine the following pair of sentences using the past perfect and the simple past. We have to combine all these following sentences by using past perfect and simple past using these linkers. They have given here linkers also. What are those? After, before, or when. One example they have given also. Look at the example. I brushed my teeth. I took my breakfast. Here these are two sentences. I brushed my teeth is one sentence. I took my breakfast. This is another sentence. What was the earlier action here? Brushed my teeth is the earlier action. So we have to express this action in past perfect tense. How? Here they have expressed after I had brushed my teeth, I took my breakfast. Here I took my breakfast is simple past and I had brushed my teeth is the past perfect tense, and the linker they have used here after. Okay children. We can also write this sentence using before like this. I had brushed my teeth before I took my breakfast. These two are equal. They give same meaning, but they use different linkers here. Here the linker is before and here the linker is after, and the meaning is same. Let us do the exercise. What the sentence they have given here? She started to go to market. It rained heavily. She started to go to market. It rained heavily. We have to combine these two sentences using when. How we have to combine this sentence using when? Let us see. When she started to going to market, it rained heavily. ఆవిడ స్టార్ట్ అయిందో లేదో వర్షం పడింది. That means what? These two actions are happen simultaneously. So we expressed these two actions in simple past. That is, she started This is simple past. It rained. This is also simple past. When the actions are happened simultaneously in the past, we express those two actions in simple past only. Here another question. Third one. He completed his homework. He went to bed. Here these are two actions. He completed his homework. This is one action, and he went to bed. This is another action. And which was the earlier action? Indulo earlier action edi? He completed his homework is earlier action. He went to bed is the later action. Isn't it? So how we have to write this using after? Let us see. After he had completed his homework, he went to bed. That means after completion of his homework, అతను పూర్తిగా homework రాసుకున్న తర్వాత he went to bed. So this is the earlier action. We expressed this in past perfect tense, and later action we expressed in past simple, and the linker here we used after. Let us see another one. I finished my dinner, then my father came. Here the two actions. I finished my dinner is one action, and then my father came is another action. Here the earlier action is I finished my dinner, and later action is my father came. So we have to express the earlier action in past perfect tense and the later action in simple past. After I had finished my dinner, my father came. Here I had finished my dinner is the past perfect tense. My father came is simple past, and the here linker we used here is after. I fell seriously ill. I met my family doctor. I fell seriously ill. This is earlier action. I met my family doctor. This is later action. When we got fever, then we go to doctor. Got fever is the first one, and we go to doctor is the second one. Like that. I fell seriously ill. This is the earlier action. I met my family doctor. This is the latter action. So we have to express this action in past perfect tense and this action in simple past. Let us see. I had felt seriously ill before I met my family doctor. Here we used before as the linker to combine these two sentences in past perfect tense and simple past. I locked the door. I went out to meet my friend at a restaurant. Children, tell me which one is earlier action here? Good. I locked the door is the earlier action. I went out to meet my friend at restaurant is the latter action. So we have to express the earlier action. I locked the door should be expressed in past perfect tense, and the latter action I went out to meet my friend at a restaurant in simple past. I had locked the door before I went out to meet my friend at a restaurant. Okay, children, all of you understand well? Okay, good. So children, you have to do this kind of exercise again and again. Have a good day.